welcome to Time to Profit Sales Talk. So if you are new around here, my name's Christy Lawrence. I am the owner of Time to Profit, and I help business owners and salespeople create consistent cash flow and predictable profitability. My words are not working today. Okay. Consistent cash flow and predictable profitability by finding and winning awesome clients, otherwise known as creating great sales strategies that are rewarding for them and their prospects. Okay, so today's kind of a controversial topic. I just had these notes on here where I was just annoyed the other day, if I'm going to be quite frank, around all of these ads that I'm always getting about attracting your ideal clients. So I want you to raise your hand, and to do that by putting an emoticon in the comments below if you have seen some ads on attracting your ideal clients, read a blog about attracting your ideal clients, maybe taken a course on attracting your ideal clients. No shame in that. Attracting clients is really about marketing, and any well-balanced business strategy and growth strategy has a marketing component and a sales component. But the downside of it is it really puts business owners in a passive seat around hoping that their attraction strategy is strong enough to break through the noise and get the attention of their customers. And there are better ways to do things. So I really want to talk about this today and what you can do instead. So when you're focused on attracting, you're really putting a lot of energy into trying to get people to come to you, where you can actually go towards people and create connection with a lot less energy. It takes more vulnerability, but it often creates faster, more impactful results and is a better service to your potential clients. And that really is the most important thing here. So the other thing I want to say about attracting is, for whatever reason, to me, it just brings back bad memories of middle school, right? Where you're like, kind of like, pick me, pay attention to me. Am I good enough? Am I pretty enough? Is my message strong enough? And in that passive way that just doesn't feel very empowering. And one of the things that I really love about teaching people to embrace sales is that when you embrace sales, your confidence in your ability to create and ask for things in all areas of your life grows astronomically. That you learn to get out of your comfort zone, you learn that you can ask for things, and that people have the ability to say yes or no depending on what works for them. So there's part of this from a personal standpoint where I feel like if you're focused solely on attracting, it can really put you in a disempowered mindset. And I also think it's not of the best service to the client. And that's why I wanted to talk about this today, just because I think it's worth having a conversation around. So what I want you to do instead, if you have been thinking about attraction and it's maybe not been working for you, or you've been feeling some discomfort around it too, what you can do instead is to focus on connecting. Connection, by definition, means to bring together, right? So that a link is established. I love words, so I looked it up because I was like, yeah, I want to know exactly what that means, right? And I was like, that's perfect. That is what sales is about. It's about bringing together and establishing links. And while there is more vulnerability as a business owner in creating connections, you will find when you get comfortable with it, and the more you do it, that it's much simpler, much more cost effective, and oftentimes much faster in terms of creating results than simply relying on attracting. And like I said before, it allows you to take a leadership role in your client interactions and help them out more efficiently. So here's the other thing I want to say about attracting. When you're relying on attracting clients, more often than not, those clients are already looking for solutions. And once they're hunting for solutions and in the marketplace, as a business owner, you're already behind the game. You've put yourself in a position of being a commodity and really competing on price. They're most likely looking at other proposals, talking to other vendors, which is great. You want people to do research and know what their options are, but it doesn't allow you to really lead the conversation in a way that you can if you're focused on creating those connections before they're in the marketplace. When you're proactively going out and connecting to reach your customers before they're in the market, you are really empowered to shape the conversation. So I want you to think about something that you need to buy or maybe do right now that you've been looking for a solution for, and to think about what that process has been like for you as a consumer. I'm going to share an example. My vehicle recently started throwing all these codes and I didn't know what they meant. So I took it to our local dealership and they did a diagnostic and then they gave me an estimate. And luckily Alec, my boyfriend, was there and he's like, we'll come back. And so he did this research. He's like, this is way more expensive than it's supposed to be. It was just completely ridiculous. But then I'm like, okay, well, I don't know who a good mechanic is in my area. I don't know who to call. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert on cars and fixing them. And so I feel like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming. A lot of times this is how your clients are. They're not an expert in the area that you're an expert. They don't have the information that you have. And so when they need to fix something or something's not working, they don't even know where to start a lot of times. And that is frustrating for them. So you want to make that process simpler. So for me, right, I had to go online. I'm like on Nextdoor, I'm on Facebook, who's a good mechanic, get a few names, read some reviews on Google. Then I have to take the time to make calls, leave messages. When they call me back, tell them what's going on, wait while they get a quote on the price, and then look at all the different quotes, figure out my schedule, then schedule an appointment. I hope what you're hearing me say here is that's a lot of work. And this is exactly what your potential clients are going through on a regular basis. And what you want to do for them is help eliminate some of that work, to take some of that work off their plate. Who doesn't like having less work to do, right? And so when you do this, you're being of great value to your customers. This is so important because we talk about things like being exceptional in terms of customer service and treating our clients well. This can start before your customers become clients. You can start providing that excellent service and making their lives easier before they ever choose to do business with you. And what a great value that is to bring to another business owner or somebody that you can be of service to you. Now, I do want to say, because it's important, a well-balanced business has a great marketing strategy that attracts and a great sales strategy that connects and converts. But if you have to choose, always choose connecting first. You're going to get faster results with less money, and you're going to be of greater service to your clients. I want to hear from you. How are you going to be more proactive about connecting with your future clients in 2020? Put your comments down below and then head on over to mytimetoprofit.com. There's a lot of great resources on the blog about how to connect more effectively with your future clients, including a blog. If this topic is of resonance to you and you're like, yes, I want to be more proactive, but I don't know how, there's a blog that you can look at called 4 Ways to Generate Revenue When Cash Flow is Tight. And then another one called How to Find and Win Your Dream Clients. We'll put the links for those below too, because those are great places to start if you want to start more focusing on that connection. Again, that's mytimetoprofit.com, and I will see you next week.